In this lesson, we will study about rolling motion on an inclined plane. First, we will study about acceleration of a body. Then we will study about velocity at the bottom of the inclined plane. Next, we will study time taken by rolling body to reach the bottom. And last, we will study comparison between the formula of translatory motion and rotatory motion. So let's start with acceleration of a body. Here, body is rolling down on an inclined plane. Mg is the downward force acting on a body. And we can resolve mg vector into two perpendicular components. Mg cos theta is the perpendicular to the incline and mg sin theta is along the incline. Here body is rolling down, so friction will act in opposite direction, that is along the line. And here body is doing pure rolling motion, so we can write alpha equal to a by r. So now using F equal to ma equation, we can write along the inclined net force equal to mass into acceleration, and net force is as body is rolling down, so mg sin theta minus F equal to ma. Now next equation we write using torque equal to I alpha. Torque is created by frictional force. So torque is Fr and I is moment of inertia of body and alpha is angular acceleration of body, A by R. So by rearranging the terms we get F equal to A by R square. Now putting the value of F in first equation, we get A equal to mg sin theta divided by m plus I by r square. Here we can see that A and I is moment of inertia, both are inversely proportional to each other. As we can here see that moment of inertia of ring is greater than moment of inertia of hollow sphere and greater than moment of inertia of disk and then solid sphere. So ring has maximum moment of inertia and solid sphere has lower moment of inertia, minimum moment of inertia. So ring has minimum acceleration and solid sphere has larger acceleration, maximum acceleration due to inversely proportional sign. Now next come to velocity at the bottom of sphere. Here body is at rest position and we have to calculate velocity at the bottom of inclined using equation v square minus u square equal to 2a s. V is the final velocity and u is the initial velocity. A is linear acceleration, s is displacement. Here initial velocity is 0, so here we have written 0 and acceleration we have calculated in previous slide, that is mg sin theta m plus I by r square, and s is displacement. Here displacement we will calculate using triangle sin theta equal to h by s, perpendicular by hypotenuse. So s equal to h by sin theta. So rearranging the term we get v equal to 2gh 1 plus I by mr square. Here we can also see that v is also inversely proportional to moment of inertia. So body which have higher moment of inertia have lower velocity, minimum velocity. The body which have minimum moment of inertia have maximum velocity, as in case of acceleration. Now come to next slide. In this we will study time taken by rolling body to reach the bottom. As we see, acceleration formula is this and velocity formula is this. So we have seen that velocity of ring is less than velocity of sphere. Sphere has larger velocity Solid sphere has larger velocity at the bottom and ring has minimum. So solid sphere will take less time and ring will take larger time. So this is opposite relation. And also here you can see that angular velocity have same relation as of linear velocity. Now next come to comparison between formula of translatory motion and rotatory motion. In translational motion, we define linear displacement is s and angular displacement is theta. And relation between linear displacement and angular displacement is s equal to r theta. In translation motion, we define linear velocity is v and angular velocity is omega, and relation between them is v equal to r omega. In translation motion, we define linear acceleration, and that is translational acceleration. Make sure that keep in mind here a is translational acceleration and alpha is angular acceleration. So a equal to r alpha. This is relation between translation and rotational variables. Now in translation motion, we define v equal to velocity equal to linear displacement over time, which is equal to s by t, and here omega equal to angular displacement by t, that is theta by t. Next, in translation motion, we study for uniform accelerated motion v equal to u plus at, first equation of motion, s equal to ut plus half at square, and v square minus u square equal to 2as. And in rotation motion, here alpha is constant and here a is constant, here alpha is constant. We write omega final is final angular velocity, omega initial is initial angular velocity, here u, here omega initial. So this is first equation of motion, this is second equation of motion, this is third equation of motion. Here s is linear displacement, theta is angular displacement. Here we have written linear momentum is mv using symbol p. Here angular momentum is L equal to I omega, and relation between linear momentum and angular momentum is L equal to Rp and tau equal to Rf. What is tau? Tau is torque. Torque equal to I alpha and force equal to Ma. The role of mass in linear is compared to moment of inertia. Moment of inertia play the role of mass. Correct? M is replaced by I, A is replaced by alpha, F is replaced by torque. We can compare in this way. And last one is law of conservation of linear momentum. If net external force acting on a body is 0, then change in momentum is 0 and P initial equal to P final, that is momentum is conserved, P is constant. And law of conservation of angular momentum says here it is angular momentum. If torque external equal to 0, then change in angular momentum is 0 and L initial equal to L final. Here force is rate of change of linear momentum and F equal to dp by dt. Here torque is rate of change of angular momentum, torque equal to dl by dt. Here kinetic energy equal to K equal to half mv square, and in rotation motion kinetic energy is half I omega square. What is I? I is moment of inertia.